In Surah Al-Hujurat, ayah number 10, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إنما المؤمنون أخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, the believers are brothers. Then fix between your brothers. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring mercy on us, inshallah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, لا تباغضوا ولا تحاسدوا ولا تدابروا وكونوا عباد الله إخوانا. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam reminds us that the biggest disease is the anger and jealousy and hasad that will kill us before it will harm anybody. The anger that we have and the jealousy that we have, among others, what it do, it hurt us first. We are the most affected people. Then Rasulullah ﷺ said, كونوا عباد الله إخوانا. Be brotherhood in Islam. The greatest achievement in this dunya after Iman is when you find a brother in Islam who love you for the sake of Allah. This, you become very successful in the dunya, and it's your wealth and treasure for akhirah. When you find someone who love you for the sake of Allah and happy for your happiness and angry and fear for his fearness to you also, then you know when you have dangers, it's as if it will affect him before you. Hadith Abu Hurairah narrated, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال Allah. Then that's Hadith Qudsi, narrated by Abu Hurairah, said that he heard Rasulullah, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah said, إن الله تعالى يقول يوم القيامة. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment will say, أين المتحابين في الله أين المتحابين في جلالي. Where is the one who loved each other in the dunya for the sake of Allah? Why ya Rasul? Why ya Allah? اليوم أظلهم في ظلي يوم لا ظل إلا ظلي. In that day I will shelter them. In the day there is no shelter except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is Hadith Qudsi. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment will call and He say, where is the ones that they love each other in the dunya for sake of Allah? Why? Because Allah will shelter them. With His mercy, He'll bring them the Jannah, inshallah. Listen to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Hadith Sahih. He said, دَبَّ إِلَيْكُمْ دَاءَ الْأُمَمِ قَبْلُكُمْ. It came to you, it will come to you, as if Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam alive among us right now. He is watching us and he said, it will come to you, the sickness that came to the people before you. What is this sickness? Hasad, baghda, jealousy and anger will hit you, will come to you. As if it came before in the ummah before us, the nation before us. Then Ya Rasulullah, what it do to us? He said, إِنَّهَا الْحَالِقَةِ. Al-haliqa mean it's the shaver. But then he said, it's not the shaver for the hair. It's the shaver for your iman. It will shave your iman. Ya Allah. وَالَّذِي نَفْسِ مُحَمَّدٍ بِيَدِهِ. Rasulullah ﷺ swear by the one who holds his soul, Allah. He said, وَالَّذِي نَفْسِ مُحَمَّدٍ بِيَدِهِ لَا تَدْخُلُ الْجَنَّةِ. You will not enter the paradise. حتى, condition, حتى تؤمنوا. Condition until you have iman. We know that. وَلَا تُؤْمِنُوا. And you will not a believer. حتى تحابوا, until you love each other. أأنبئكم بشيء إذ فعلتموه تحاببتم. Indeed, Ya Rasulullah, because you know what? I can tell my son, love your cousin or love your neighbor, but he cannot press a button and he love him. Then Rasulullah said, should I tell you a secret? If you do it, all of you love each other. See, the secret is ifshu salam. Say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother, this is the way? Yes. Watch this. Watch this, and I tell it to a lot of people. You know, when you are angry with someone and you're going toward him and you are preparing a poem to attack him, the minute you enter, and he will face you with a beautiful smile, and he tell you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother. How you doing? I miss you, mashallah. What happened? You forget everything. Or you lower the tone and you started to tell him your feeling but with no anger. Marad al-asri ya ikhwan, it's the disease of the century. Hasad, jealousy. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. قِيلَ, they said that the first sin was done in Jannah was Iblis was jealous from Adam. And they said that the first sin was done in the earth was the brother was jealous for his brother. Jealousy, hasad. And it caused him to, a brother kill his own brother. روى في البخاري في صحيح مسلم في حديث أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تباغضوا ولا تحاسدوا ولا تدابروا وكونوا عباد الله إخوانا ولا يحل لمسلم أن يهجر أخاه فوق ثلاث ليالي وخيرهم الذي يبدأ بالسلام. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam remind us again in hadith. He said, don't be angry with your brother and don't have jealousy and be a servant of Allah and a brotherhood in Islam. And the best among of us, don't be angry with your brother for 3 days, 3 nights. And the best between these two brothers, the one who will come first to the brother and say to him, you know what, let's put it back. Let's put it behind us, and I forgive you or forgive me. And this is not only the brother in Islam, not we see people that they cut tie with their own brothers for over 3 years, not 3 days, 3 nights. Hadith Qudsi, another Hadith Qudsi, حقت محبتي للمتحابين فيه وحقت محبتي للمتناصحين فيه وحقت محبتي للمتواصلين فيه وحقت محبتي للمتبازلين فيه. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Hadith Qudsi said, indeed you will win my love if you love each other for sake of Allah. If you love each other because you're advising each other. If you love each other because you work together for sake of Allah. The connection between me and you is the connection that we are both of us serving. Then I love you for sake of Allah and you love me for sake of Allah. When a Sahabi was sitting with Rasulullah ﷺ and a man passed by and the Sahabi said, I love this brother. Then Rasulullah ﷺ said to him, did you tell him? He said, no. He said to him, go and tell him that you love him for sake of Allah. Then the brother went, the Sahabi went and he said to him, brother, I love you for sake of Allah. Then the reply is dua, supplication. أحبك من أحببتني فيه. May Allah love you as you love me in the sake of Allah. You make supplication to the one who loves you that may Allah make this relationship a purpose of love of Allah to us. And when Allah loves us, no more sins. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه الغفور الرحيم. يا رب العالمين. الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على المصطفى المبعوث رحمة للعالمين. Indeed, the person who is smart, that he become busy in his weakness, not other people's weakness. الفطن من شغله عيوبه عن عيوب الناس. The smart one, he is focusing in how he fix himself before he want to fix the whole entire, nation. We are these days, we're sitting down and not fixing only our family. No, for sake of Allah. No, we're not fixing our family. We're fixing the whole entire universe. If this person did this, if this country did this, if this person did this with this, as if we have the perfection in our life, then we are pointing it everywhere in the world. If this president did this, if this country did this, if this nation did this, subhanallah, as if we are the smartest people on earth. And we are far away from perfection. Then the smartest one that he said, I have weakness, let me work in my weakness, and then my family, and then my neighbors, and then this way it goes. The anger, ya ikhwan, and this is what I learned since a young age. When these scholars that subhanallah, that they are being taken as a sign of their judgment, that scholars from this earth. They used to teach us when we were young and say, anger is a punishment for yourself before anybody else. Then you have to remember, if when you get angry, the first one who get harmed is you, before anybody else. Al-Ikhuwa fillah, the brotherhood in Islam, تنفع في الدنيا, it benefit us in the dunya, and it will be shafi'a in the akhirah. Meaning, a person in the dunya, he will be a beneficial for you. You come to a beautiful brother and he tell you, listen brother, I have a lecture that I want to make you listen to it. Or I'm going to send you YouTube that it will change your life as it changed my life. And I listened to this khatira, and since that day, I didn't miss any salah. I'll pass it to you. This is the cure, brother, for our laziness. Something like that. That will benefit in the dunya. In the akhirah, it will come as a shafi'ah. He looked for you and he couldn't find you. Then he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my beloved brother who used to open the masjid 24 hours. He used to be, my assistant. He used to be my helper. Where is he? So he's serving his sentence. Go and call him. And by the brotherhood, the love of Allah in the dunya, it will be shafi'ah for you to enter Jannah, inshallah. And also, ينصحك دون جرح. He will advise you without harming your heart. He will send a message, clear message, because he loves you, but in the same time, he will be in purpose not harming you. Whoever advised a brother in the mala, in the gahr, as if he stabbed him in his back, as if he killed him. If you want to advise your own brother or your sister, make it between you and her, or between you and him, not in the front of everybody, and show the weakness of the brother in front of everybody. Now we're going to get to the best example. The best example, ya ikhwan, because we don't see the example of the brotherhood now in this dunya, because the dunya is gharura. The dunya, قول الدنيا سمي الدنيا لأنها تدنو بالإنسان. The dunya, it's called dunya because get you down. Then we are so busy that no one of us have a brother now in Islam. When I tell you when was the last time I sit down with you, he said, brother, the dunya, the work, the family, the issue. Listen to these stories and beautiful stories that remind us how the love and the sake of Allah. Yawm al-Fath, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam opened Mecca. And this was late in the da'wah. Now, Abu Quhafa. Does anyone of us here knows who's Abu Quhafa? No. Abu Quhafa is the father of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Abu Quhafa is the father of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. He didn't become Muslim for a long time. He became Muslim and embraced Islam in the Fath of Mecca. but he was old and blind. He lost his vision. Then Abu Bakr as-Siddiq went to his father and he took Abu Quhafa, took him to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to make the shahada and to make the bay'ah to Rasulullah. Then the minute that Abu Bakr as-Siddiq entered with his father, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam stand up and he said to him, why did you brought him to us? We should went to his house. Then Abu Bakr, see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, humble and loving Abu Bakr and loving his father. And then Abu Bakr said to him, you, Ya Rasulullah, people come to you, you don't go to us. We come to you. Then Abu Quhafa took the shahada. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was happy for the Islam of Abu Quhafa, for Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq left and he was so happy, and everyone in the Medina, in the Mecca, was greeting Abu Bakr and congratulating Abu Bakr for Islam, his father, and the save that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed in Abu Bakr and his father. But Abu Bakr was crying so much, crying in tears, that the Sahaba couldn't understand what's the problem. Then they said to him, what's wrong? Are you not happy that your father saved from the hellfire? He said, Wallahi, I wished that day that someone else took the shahada instead of my dad. They said to him, what do you mean? He said, Wallahi, I wished that Abu Talib, the uncle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, took the shahada instead of my father. Then I see the happiness of my Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah. He wished the happiness that he had, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had. And he wished that his father was replaced by Abu Talib. This is how much they love each other. Another day, he was so thirsty, Abu Bakr. He was so thirsty, and he couldn't, cannot swallow his saliva, but he had water. Then he went to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he said to him, are you thirsty? Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said yes, and then he gave him the water. Then he said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, drink the water. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam drink the water, the whole water. Then Abu Bakr said, oh, wallahi, I felt that I was so, full. Then he said, I felt that I drink so much. When he saw the satisfaction of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his face, he said, wallahi, as if I drank already this water. Connection, ya akhi, connection to love for the sake of Allah. Listen to the last one. Sawban. Sawban was the servant of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Sawban loved Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam so much that one day Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam left and he was delayed coming back to his house. When he came back to his house, Sawban saw him and he kept crying. And he said to him, you were so late and I missed you so much. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he didn't understand. He said to him, Sawban, are you crying because you missed me that I was late? Then he almost gonna apologize that he was late. Then he said to him, no, Ya Rasulullah, because you were late, I thought about the day of judgment. And I thought that we both of us, inshallah, would be in the paradise. But because you, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, would be on a higher ranking, and I would be in a low ranking, then I couldn't believe that I would not be able to see you. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, أنت مع من أحببت, you are with the one that you love. And then he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Quran, يتلى إلى يوم الدين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Quran in Surah An-Nisa, ayah number 69. What he said? وَمَنْ يَطِعِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنَ النَّبِيِّينَ وَالصِّدِّيقِينَ وَالشُّهَدَاءِ وَالصَّالِحِينَ وَحَسَنَ أُولَٰئِكَ رَفِيقًا. Indeed, when you love your Rasul, when you love your brothers in Islam, when you love the awliya illahi salihin, when you do the hasanat, you're going to be in the highest ranking in Jannah. Then the final message is, who's your friend? The final message is, who you love. The one who take you to a hookah place, or the one who take you to the masjid? The one, not hookah, the one who give you the vape, or the one who give you the Quran and Hadith and Sunnah? Right? This is for my young brothers here, because we are today a day off. Then I want to remind everyone, the one who impact in your life about Islam, and how you be strong, and how you achieve in this dunya, is the one that you love him, Not the one who will teach you, how to wear this hat or how to go and spend $300, $400 in a shoes because it's whatever name is. He make you spend money in building a sajid. We're almost done. Now, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure us from the sickness of the heart. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us not from the hasideen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us and our kids from the hasideen and the haqideen and the jealousy and the anger of the non-believer. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to spread the Islam to everyone. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us all